This is Jack Fletcher Media Productions reporting live and direct from Trowbridge in Wiltshire. I'm here with Mr. Nick Blackwell, sponsored by BD8, All Moves UK, Nature First in Gym City. Nick, how are we doing?
Yeah, we're all good, mate. Loving life. Keep saying it, boy. I'm loving it more and more every day.
I just wanted to say, first of all, thanks for inviting me to your house today. I've travelled a long way to come and see you, but it's well worth it. You're an absolute legend in the boxing world, and I feel humbled to be in your presence. Just wanted to start off really by just talking about Nick and the story of how your boxing career began in the early days, in the young days when you was a kid. What inspired you to get into boxing?
You only travelled 185 miles, so I think I'll give it my best shot.
Got a nice cup of coffee though.
I started boxing because I wanted something to dedicate, focus on. I was having fights on the streets, beating up bouncers, and I just wanted something to focus on and get myself out of trouble and get myself fit, because I was getting a bit fat, so get me nice and trim.
How old was you when you took this step into boxing then?
15 and a half, and I went unlicensed at 16. So yeah, I had 27 licensed fights, won them all. 23 were knockout, and I went pro as soon as I could, which was 18.
How did you get on in the unlicensed game then? Was you just sort of knocking people out for fun, or did you have some competitive fights? Did you find it quite easy getting into the boxing world?
I found it pretty easy because I took my anger from outside of the ring into the ring. I loved it. Boxing was my life, and yeah, I just loved it. So I just kept going and going and
going. And what sort of made you want to take that step into the boxing world? Is it mainly because you were getting yourself into a lot of aggro?
Yeah, I was getting myself into a lot of trouble. As I said, getting fights on the streets, and I wanted to focus myself doing that and put it in something which I could do it and earn a bit of money out of it. So it wasn't about money to start with, but I just wanted to do something and focus on something, get my head in the right frame of mind. So that's why I started boxing. Best thing I've ever done. Best sport in the world. Boxing, dangerous sport, but it is best sport in the world. It is.
So you had 20-something unlicensed fights, and then one day, what did you get a phone call off a promoter? I mean, how did that transpire from going from the unlicensed game into the realms of the professional game?
I went up to some sparring up with Gary Lockie's gym, and I done pretty well up there. And he asked me if I wanted to go pro, and I was like, bloody hell, go pro. And it was like a dream come true to me. So I said, yeah, straight away. And I'll come back home, thought about it. And then I turned pro Gary Lockie. He was one of the best trainers out there. Yeah, so yeah, I loved it. And yeah, I love boxing.
So your pro career got off to a flying start then. If you just want to talk me through sort of the early stages of your sort of pro career, then what happened?
Yeah, I had quite a few pro fights. And yeah, done quite well to start with, and then I fought loads of people. I've been in some good names: Joe Saunders, Martin Murray, John Ryder, or beat for the British title. But yeah, I loved it.
So you fight with Joe Saunders. I think after that fight, I think you became friends at some point. Just want to talk me through the Billy Joe Saunders fight, because you did the full 12 rounds.
Yeah, I did. I just got him there and didn't throw enough shots, but yeah, big fair play to Billy Joe Saunders. He's so quick on his feet, quick with his hands. He's a class fighter, and he'll be a world champion one day. He will. He's amazing.
And what titles did you win in the professional game then? Because you did win. You did pick up quite a bit of silverware in that game as well, didn't you?
I was youngest English champion, youngest British champion. I had WBU something world silver titles. I can't remember what it was, but I had that. Yeah, I won quite a few titles, so I done pretty well in my pro career.
So you won quite a few belts, fought Billy Joe Saunders. You've had a fantastic sort of career. And then obviously you took that step to fight for the Lonsdale belt against Chris Eubank Jr, which obviously everybody remembers that. Do you just want to sort of talk me through that experience?
Yeah, I was in the right frame of mind because I was sparring. I was sparring like 2 weeks before previous, which I shouldn't have been doing, but I just love boxing my life, and a good spar come up, and I thought I'll go sparring, and yeah, and I went into the ring not feeling right. My left side of my body didn't feel right. I was throwing my jab and it felt a bit jolty. I just I just didn't feel 100%. Didn't feel myself. But
Was that before the fight? You didn't feel right.
walking out to the ring, when I got into the ring, yeah, when I walked out to the ring, I felt my left foot go a little bit, and I thought, what's going on here? But I just got back and got in the ring, and yeah, it was a weird feeling. But
So you feel that you might have incurred some type of injury through sparring previously before the actual fight began then?
yeah, I did, yeah, 100%, definitely. But as I said, every happens for a reason, and I have got some things in the pipeline, but yeah, it is what it is.
I'll tell you what though, that fight in itself, what an absolute Spartan, what an absolute warrior. You're known to be a granite-chinned warrior, Nick. You just kept walking forward, throwing shots, the absolute heart of a lion, and that's why I feel very humbled to be in your presence today, because you're a role model in boxing. But now you've took on a coaching role, so you're back sort of in the boxing world again, and coaching. Do you just want to talk me through that a little bit?
Yeah, I love coaching, training. We got 5 national champions, 3